The raised stem band, I think, is such a beautiful stitch. It can be made into many shapes, like a tree trunk or the stem of a flower. It's just beautiful. And here I used it in this abstract piece because I wanted additional texture and some really straight shapes here, some lines to echo the lines in this. And I just love the shape. So let me show you how to do it. It's actually quite easy. So to start with, you'll need a series of parallel lines here. They can be spaced anywhere from 2 millimeters to 1 centimeter apart. I prefer them closer together because I love that texture it gives. You're going to take your thread and you're going to come up. I like to come up on the right side, but I'm right-handed, so this might work well if you're left-handed to do the inverse here. And you're going to come up very close to where you created that first stitch. You can use a separate color here like I'm doing. I just think it shows better on camera with the contrasting colors. So then you're going to skip the first stitch, and with your second stitch now, you're not going to poke through the fabric. So I'll use the back end of my needle, or you can use a tapestry needle. And you're just going to come up from the top, go down over that stitch, as you can see here, and you make a little, kind of just a little catch. You'll go up to the next one and do the same thing where you come up from the top and come down. And you'll continue this the entire height of however many stitches you create. So I'll keep coming up. And you can see it already is producing a very interesting texture. Now this takes a lot of thread, particularly on this weaving part. And I'll just speed this along slightly so you can actually see the process, but not have to wait too long to see it all come together. Now once you get to the top of your row here, I only have a couple stitches left, you'll want to come through the top, and then I like to just press my stitches to the side here, just so that they're all lined up nicely. You can use your finger or a stiletto, and then you're going to stitch down right up top here with your thread and come up at the base of your piece. So I stitch down the top, that kind of anchors everything into place, move my stitches over, and I come down right here, right next to where I first started this process. And then I just repeat that process. I skip the first stitch, come in on the second one, and so on, going up the entire length of my little piece here. Again, always work to push your stitches over, and you can already see it coming together. Now you can use pearl thread, embroidery floss. If you do this large enough, you can kind of weave like this on a loom as well. Constantly working my stitches over to the side. And with practice, you get a feel for the tension. You don't want too much tension, but you don't want your stitches loose either. So it really is by feel. Once again, I come up to the top and I'll go down here, anchor my thread. And now since I don't have a lot of thread left on this needle, I'll knot it off and start a new thread at the bottom here and continue with my piece. So here's the back of my piece before I knot it. I want you to see that you can see my yellow stitches to anchor them down. And then I don't have anything showing here for the purple, just where I come in from the top and go to the bottom. So it's quite ingenious. Before I start my next row, I'll just push all my stitches to the side and then begin that next row. So I'm not sure how many rows I'll need. I'll do one more and then assess it and see if I need a final row. And because I can see a little bit of the yellow stitches, I'm going to do one more row. I'll press all my threads to the side. Now I'll just press my stitches over. You can still see the occasional yellow peeking through, but I'm not worried about that. If I was creating this on a piece where that mattered, I'd use the same color thread. So I'll knot it on the back, and then I have my beautiful raised stem band.